Pronounced, defined, used in lexical dispatch. Prestidigitation. Noun. Hand tricks. Sleight of hand. Legerdemain. Reprieve. Noun and verb. Any delay that is welcome. To officially delay or cancel the punishment of someone. Respite. Abatement. Suspension. In the time it took to begin the prestidigitation, the imp grew to 10 times its previous size. I now present for your delectation and delight a master of the art of prestidigitation. Morse's brilliant solution, imaginary gardens with real toads in them, is often quoted, but the prestidigitation that produced it is rarely traced. It was then I knew my lot in life was to write about the art, never to sully the grand tradition of prestidigitation with my bungling fingers again. Perhaps when conditions of living have become too impersonal, too large, too anonymous, we resort to the prestidigitation of numbers to try to answer what we can't otherwise get. Illusory prestidigitation is the gift of the artist to disorient his audience. And his ability to keep track of each Indian, some having 2 and 3 names, and his or her blood connection, is a feat of investigative prestidigitation that boggles the brain. These erasures and co-optations render the bodies of poor women academics invisible through amazing displays of prestidigitation that rival those of the most death-defying circus acts. The statute's 3-step procedure, coupled with an aggressive independent counsel in a particular case, yields a recipe by which the independent counsel can perform a feat of prestidigitation and expand his jurisdiction almost at will. Despite being closely aligned with illusionism and prestidigitation these days, the term magic is unavoidable for describing some of the attributes of witches and their herbs. The public sector has offered not full equality, but a reprieve from despair. I thought that it meant there would be a 3-month reprieve from a walkout or lockout until something could be reasonably negotiated. We had a last possible reprieve of warm weather before some cold spells coming up in Northern Virginia. I wish there was something I could say or do to give her a reprieve from this awful pain. That they have moments of reprieve from the horror that ultimately awaits them does not make the horror impose on them better. Bonin's attorneys held out hope that the full 24-member appellate court, which represented the inmate's best chance of a reprieve, would grant a stay of execution. What seemed like a horrible time for us was actually a reprieve from a very hard time in life. The governor may grant pardons and reprieves in all cases other than impeachment and treason, and may suspend and remit fines and forfeitures.